I'm gonna make this a series, so welcome to day one of me cooking for my dad until I find my husband. Today we're making some sweet and sour chicken. Off camera, I went ahead and washed my chicken and diced them into bite-sized pieces. For the seasoning, the recipes that I watched, they only call for salt and pepper, but I'm Jamaican, so I went in with my garlic powder, my onion powder, my all-purpose seasoning, my chicken seasoning, and my salt and pepper. And then I added the cornstarch that the recipe requires and an egg. And then once I added all that, I just massaged the chicken in until to make sure that all the pieces were covered. Next, I went ahead and started prepping the flour because we're going to deep fry the bites. So I went ahead with 2 cups of flour, and then I seasoned the flour the same way I seasoned my chicken, which was with garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, chicken seasoning, and all-purpose seasoning. And then I also added a bit of cornstarch to this as well, and I added a teaspoon of baking powder as well. And then I just stir that together, and that's what we're gonna coat the chicken with before we fry it. Once I knew the oil was hot enough, I went ahead and took the chicken bites and just dipped them in the flour mixture, ensuring that the entire piece of chicken was covered with the flour. And then I just rested it on the rack for the deep fryer, and I just did the rest of the chicken and added them as well. Once that was done, I just dipped that in the oil and I let that sit for 8 minutes. Fry until golden brown. The recipe called for them to be double fried. I did try to double fry them, but I didn't want them to be too hard, so I think I fried them in total for 8 minutes, and they came up perfect. While the chicken bites were frying, I went ahead and just made my sweet and sour sauce. All you need for the sweet and sour sauce is some brown sugar, you need some vinegar, cornstarch, ketchup. I added a little bit of cayenne pepper because I like anything I cook to have a little bit of spice to it. The recipe also calls for chicken stock. I didn't have that, so I just grabbed some water and put some chicken seasoning in it, and I promise you, the sauce came out phenomenal. Sometimes you have to take your hand and turn fashion, because if you don't have the ingredients, you're gonna have to make it work. And the sauce came out phenomenal. Once you're done frying your chicken bites, they should look like this. So I just went ahead and removed them from the deep fryer, and I did sneak a bite, and it tasted really good even at this stage. We're gonna jack it up and we're gonna take it up a notch. Next, we're gonna go ahead and just melt some butter in your pot. We're gonna saute the veggies. I had added some Scotch bonnet pepper, sweet peppers, bell peppers, red, green, and gold. And then we also added some onion, and then we just let that saute down for a bit. Once that was sauteed to my liking, I added the sauce that I made earlier, and I just let that sit until the sauce got a little bit thicker. And once it thickened up, it started reminding me of sweet and sour sauce. I was scared for a bit, but then I added my chicken bites to the pot, and I just stirred it in, and it looked like this. Let's have a moment of silence. Delicious. I really hope you try this recipe, and I hope you like it. Please, please, please let me know if you do. Enjoy.